Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to this video. In this video, we wanted to talk to you about the TikTok's unprecedented deal and when ownership and technology take separate paths. When American investors finalize their acquisition of TikTok's US operations in the coming months, they'll be taking control of a platform generating 20 billion in annual revenue with 116 million monthly users. The structure of this deal, however, represents something relatively new in the tech acquisitions, a licensing agreement for the core technology that powers the platform. This hybrid model offers a window into how global technology platforms may navigate increasingly complex regulatory and geopolitical landscapes. Let's start with the foundation. TikTok's American operations demonstrate consistent strength across key metrics. The platform commands nearly an hour of daily attention from its most engaged users, that is, from 18 to 25-year-olds, and teenagers now spend more time on TikTok than on YouTube and Instagram combined. The revenue projections show advertising sales growing by nearly 25% next year, and the app continues to rank among America's most downloaded applications despite years of regulatory uncertainty. With 116 million monthly users and demonstrated staying power through multiple political transitions, the platform's market position remains substantial. And this brings us to the deal structure, which is a technology license. The acquisition involves American investors taking a majority stake, approximately 80%, while ByteDance retains less than 20% equity. The critical element out here is how the recommendation algorithm is handled. Rather than a full technology transfer, ByteDance will license a copy of the algorithm to the US entity. Under this arrangement, Oracle will oversee the retraining of the algorithm with US user data, working to ensure that the system operates independently from ByteDance's international version. ByteDance will receive licensing fee on the revenue generated by the US operation, and when combined with their minority equity stake, sources are suggesting that they could receive approximately 50% of the US operations profit. Let's try and understand as to why this structure has emerged. The licensing model addresses several competing objectives that made a traditional acquisition challenging. First and foremost, there were regulatory requirements. US law requires TikTok to operate under American control, with ByteDance owning no more than 20% and having limited operational involvement. Secondly, the intellectual property protection. Chinese law restricts the export of certain AI technologies, making a complete algorithm sale potentially impossible. The algorithm also powers ByteDance's global TikTok operations outside of US. Thirdly, the business continuity. A licensing structure allows ByteDance to maintain its international operations using the same technology while complying with US requirements. And lastly, there is technical feasibility. Creating a duplicate algorithm that can be retrained with US data offers a path forward when a clean break wasn't really legally or technically viable. The result is a structure that attempts to satisfy both the US regulatory demands and the practical realities of Chinese export controls and global platform operations. Let's try and understand the key questions about the implementation. As with any novel business structure, several important questions will be answered through implementation. First and foremost, the algorithm performance. Oracle's task is to retrain the licensed algorithm copy using US user data. The effectiveness of this approach, whether a retrained system can deliver the same user experience as the original, remains to be demonstrated in practice. Secondly, the user experience continuity. Platform users have spent years training their feeds through their viewing habits. How they respond to any changes during the transition period will be an important factor in the deal's success. Thirdly, the long-term economics. The licensing fee structure creates an ongoing relationship between ByteDance and the US operations. Whether this model proves sustainable for the American investors will depend on revenue growth and operational efficiency. And lastly, the regulatory acceptance. Some lawmakers have questioned whether the licensing arrangements satisfy the law's intent requiring operational separation. How regulators and courts ultimately interpret this structure will influence its viability. A new model for cross-border tech regulation. A TikTok deal may establish a template on how other technology platforms navigate similar situations. As governments worldwide increase scrutiny of foreign-owned platforms, the precedent of separating operational control from core technology licensing could become relevant in other contexts also. This approach recognizes several modern realities. Firstly, the technology is portable but also protected. Algorithms and AI systems represent valuable intellectual property that countries may restrict from export even as they power global services. Next, the platform intelligence is accumulated, not just coded. The effectiveness of recommendation systems comes from years of learning from the user behavior and not just the underlying code. We also have the regulatory goals that may require creative structures. Now, when complete divestiture isn't really feasible, hybrid models may offer workable compromises. And lastly, the economic interests that span borders. Global companies have legitimate business reasons to want to operate across markets while maintaining a technological consistency. So, what can we say about the path forward? Now, the deal has 120 days to finalize, but the real test extends far beyond the closing date. Several key milestones will indicate how well this model works. The algorithm retraining process and whether it successfully recreates the user experience that made TikTok popular. The platform's ability to maintain its user base and engagement levels during any transition period. The economic sustainability of the licensing fee structure for all parties involved. And the regulatory and the political reception of this hybrid ownership licensing model. So, what does this signal about the tech's future? The TikTok deal represents more than just one company's resolution into the regulatory pressure. It demonstrates how major technology platforms are increasingly operating in a world where data and algorithms are treated as strategic assets by the governments. Complete ownership transfers may not be technically or legally possible. Creative deal structures can address multiple stakeholder concerns, and platform operations and core technology can be separated in ways previously uncommon. Whether this licensing plus minority ownership model becomes a template for other cross border tech deals or remains a unique solution to TikTok's specific situation will likely depend on how successfully it addresses the concerns of regulators, of investors, and of users. In closing, we can say that the TikTok acquisition presents an innovative structure born from necessity. American investors gain operational control of a major platform. ByteDance maintains its global operations and receives ongoing economic benefit from its technology. US regulators achieve their stated goal of American control over the domestic operations. Whether this arrangement represents an optimal solution or simply a pragmatic compromise will become clearer as the deal closes and operations begin under the new structure. What's certain is that it offers a case study in how technology companies, governments, and investors are adapting to an increasingly complex global regulatory environment. The success or the challenges of this model will likely inform how similar situations are handled in the future, making TikTok's journey from Chinese ownership to this hybrid structure a significant moment in the evolution of global tech platform governance. That's all that we wanted to share with you in this update. Stay tuned in for the next one.